If we consider together the book of Joshua chapter 4, we can see Israel has just crossed over the Jordan River. God has led them out by an outstretched hand and a mighty arm. And before he allows the waters to return to their resting place, he tells Joshua to take 12 stones from the middle of the Jordan and to move them over to Gilgal. As I reflected on the verse, I wondered to myself why God would use stones. With all of the creative power that he has in all of the world, why would God put the responsibility of reminding the whole world of what he had done on a stone? Well, as I looked, I learned that all stones have a testimony. They all have a story. And they tell their story in three basic ways. The first thing, when you consider a stone, you can learn where the stone has come from. There's all kinds of stones. There's stones from volcanoes. There's stones that come from fields. There's stones that are from mountains and from valleys. And when we look at a stone, we consider the stone, it'll tell you where it comes from. Secondly, when you look at the smoothness of the stone can tell you about its experience. It can tell you what it's been through. There are some stones that have been refined by man, and so we see them in beautiful shapes and beautiful arrangements. And then there's some that we just find in the rough, so they're rough, a little bit like the stone that I have here. And then thirdly, after you've considered the stone's origin, or what it's made of and where it comes from, and then consider what the stone has been through, whether it's refined or not, then the stone can tell you about the power that it took to get it from where it was originally to where it is now. As I'm looking at this stone is, quite small. It didn't take very much power to get it here at all. But if there were a great boulder standing where I am standing, then everyone who walks by would wonder, how did that stone get here? Those 12 stones that God arranged through Joshua on the side of Gilgal actually can represent us. We all have a story, don't we? We can look at each other and talk about where we've come from. Some of us are East Coast or West Coast, and some are from the Northeast, and some are from the South. And surrounding where we're from, even our family of origin, comes a lot of our heritage and how we do what we do. Secondly, each one of us has an experience. No matter where we've come from, we've all gone through something different. So there are individuals who came from exactly where I came from, but our experiences were completely different. Some of our experiences are upbuilding and are nurturing, but then some of our experiences are traumatic, aren't they? They cause us to be broken down sometimes. As we look at the stones and as we look at each other, we all have a story about, no matter where we came from, no matter what we've been through, that God, by his outstretched hand, his mighty arm, did a wonderful work to bring us to where we are today. It's a wonderful thing when we consider that we have a God who can deliver anyone, no matter where you've come from, no matter what you've been through, no matter how traumatized you may be right now. And some of you are still waiting to get to the end. You're still in a circumstance that's hard or a circumstance that's difficult. But I want to encourage you today, even if you aren't now where you would like to be, that we serve a God, the same God who stopped up the waters of the Jordan, can stop up the waters of your situation and bring you out to where it is he intends to be. I pray this is a blessing to you, and won't we pray together that God will continue his work of delivering us even today. God bless you.